LaCroix again. Fuck me.
I'm cupping up the LaCroix?
My friend Ovia, in real life, asked if the podcast was real, apparently thought I was lying about the podcast for
The podcast we've had for so long.
It is also linked in my Instagram, so I feel like, do your research.
Yeah, I think she's not paying attention.
This has clearly not been fact-checked by real American patriots. And do they still say that, by the way, on Truth Social?
You know, I couldn't tell you. I don't spend a whole lot of time
I don't know
there,
either.
I don't think.
Why aren't you ever on Truth Social anymore?
Anymore? I think it got a little too woke for me, if I'm being honest.
How long is it? Is pretty woke over there. How long has it been since we recorded a Hear Me Out podcast? Has it been a year?
It's funny that you asked that because I did. I was pulling that up as we spoke.
Okay, wonderful.
We had a failed half of an episode in which we were supposed to play Adventure Time Card Wars together.
That's right. That's right.
I think that was recorded maybe like 4 months before it went out, and it went out 7 months ago.
I feel like that was a quick turnaround.
You know what? I'm looking at it, and you're totally right because it was released on January 3rd, and I think we recorded it over like New Year's.
We did. Yeah, I was in town for Christmas.
So yeah, we did pretty good on that one.
That was a quick one. That was a quickie. I think so. What I was going to do to you was use my various legal chicanery powers, my powers of legal chicanery, and my various financial holds over you as a person that we're not going to get into the minutia of on the podcast itself. We're going to keep that vague and scary, and imply that maybe I'm extorting you into making the podcast. But I was going to make it seem like you were actually now legally obligated to record the podcasts every month.
I am
now,
only
what do you
here.
think about this?
I'm only here because my contract stipulates it. Are we allowed to talk about the falling out?
No.
Okay,
well,
so
not in any exact terms. We can't name names. We can't talk about exact. It's like Gerard the Completionist. We can't talk exactly about how it went down or who went where, but we do. There was an event, and people know. Can we get him on the podcast?
You know, I don't know where he's at this point. I don't know how he's doing, but I'd be willing to bet.
He just announced that he's going to be the completionist again recently.
He stopped being the completionist, or did he just quit YouTube?
Yeah, he disappeared for months and months, and now he's back.
I think you can't unbe the completionist, if I'm being honest.
I think you're always the completionist, yeah. When your name is Gerard the Completionist, when you change your name to that.
It's like being an alcoholic or a veteran.
I think you can stop being a veteran if you want.
I think that's the exact opposite.
I think if you want to stop, you can stop. I don't think you can ever get rid of what it did to you, but I think you can be done with it, you know? It's like being married.
I think you're talking about being a soldier. I think that's what you're referring to.
No. You can claim, you know how you can claim stolen valor? That's how you steal valor, is you claim it, right?
Okay.
I think that means that if you just leave it be, then you can stop being a veteran if you want to be. You can be because for instance, I grew up around a veteran who didn't like to use her veteran discount. I don't know why, because what the fuck did you do all that shit for?
Yeah,
but
she's not allowed to benefit from all the lives she took.
If you can lay that to rest and not take the 5 off at Ben and Jerry's factory tour, then I think you can stop being a veteran if you really want to be. You can put that behind you. I don't think that should have to follow you forever, because sometimes you don't want to be a veteran anymore.
Can I make a counterpoint?
And what if you forget what the animals need?
So you mentioned, I think I'm gonna try to not misquote you. I'm gonna try to paraphrase as best I can.
I try to be the hardest person to quote.
Is that true?
I'm realizing it about myself right now, but I think the reason I talk the way I do is because I'm trying to obfuscate my point in a lot of ways.
You don't want anyone to know what you're actually trying to say.
No.
Because if they know what you're trying to say, they'll realize.
Well, then they'll know my plan.
So you said
what I say about me and my team.
You said that.
What I say about.
You said that the existence of stolen valor implies that you can lose valor, that you can abandon valor, right?
That's not exactly what I was trying to imply, but I'm following.
It sounds to me like what you're saying is if someone can try to If someone can pretend that they were a veteran, then you can pretend that you were not.
Okay, yeah. In layman's terms.
I have a question about that. Rachel Dolezal.
What about her?
If you're saying you could pretend to be something.
If you could real quick tell the audience who Rachel Dolezal is, for those not in the know.
Rachel Dolezal is who Lisa Kudrow plays on Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And she, in character in season 11 of Friends, painted herself brown.
Brown. How many additional syllables did you put in that one? I'm counting 5.
Define a syllable. I spent a whole car ride recently trying to figure out what a syllable was. I was counting shit on my fingers.
It's a clap. It's a word clap.
I can clap. Listen to me.
See, my thing is, you can clap as much as you want during a word.
That's what I'm telling you. Claps are subjective.
I think the most helpful definition of syllable I found is it's how many times your jaw goes downward during a word.
It's how many times you burst air. That's what they always told me.
What do you mean by that?
Well, like, you can't burst air twice.
You can't burst air fucking once. What is bursting air?
You know, like, if you didn't move your mouth, talking would just, you know. It's just a series of grunts.
No, what about a dog's bark, you fucking moron?
Dogs don't speak, dumb fuck.
Oh, really? I literally can go up to a dog and say speak, and his nigga starts barking, so explain that.
Marth?
Huh?
So, I'm saying that I feel like you could take your argument about being a veteran, which I think by definition means you formally served in the military, and imply that if something can be pretended to be, it can be undone. It can be.
Well, maybe you're still biologically a veteran, but you're not socially a veteran anymore.
Yeah, I'm trans veteran.
You can't. That's not the term anymore.
What is it?
Sweet Trans Veteran, though, is a really good song on the American Hollywood Horror Story. What's it called? American Werewolf in London. What's it called?
Werewolves in London.
Werewolves of London by Foghat Murphy.
That's Warren.
Werewolves of Warren by Foghat Murphy.
Don't even fuck around. No,
oh.
Foghat.
That was a song that, personally, I was disappointed by Werewolves of London.
Listen, can I tell you my backwards existence of Werewolves of London? Can I tell you how I came to understand Werewolves of London?
Science fiction double feature picture show. Yes, absolutely.
That shit, I played that shit on Rock Band with 3 friends, full band, and cried the whole time.
Night. Cried the whole time?
It was beautiful. You get with your homies, you sing science fiction double feature from the Rocky American Horror Story picture show.
I thought you were talking about doing Werewolves of London.
No, that shit was...
And I was profoundly confused.
We were all howling and pissing and crying.
Yeah, we were howling and we're sobbing and howling.
I actually don't think that my story about Werewolves of London is all that interesting.
Do you think you could cry and howl at the same time, though?
Cats do it.
No, they don't. What?
Every time I drop something, I can't find it again. It's going away.
That's the plot of the film 50 First Dates.
Is that the one where that rich guy?
Yeah. At the drop of a hat, she remembers.
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
I like to describe what we do when it comes to podcasting, because my friend Ovia was asking, is the podcast real? And I said yes. And then she said, can I listen to it? And I said yes, but it took me a longer time to say yes. And I think it's because I think what we do is, akin to sort of an auditory terrorism. I think we're really doing something really brave and really dismantling the medium at its seams on this podcast, but it would be very disorienting for most people to listen to.
I don't think I could handle it.
Do you think you would listen to this podcast if someone you knew made it but not you? He's giving me a look right now that says definitely not, and we're going to see what he says out of his mouth.
See, I have this, and I think we agree on this. We talk about this sometimes, where I believe that I'm really bad at this, and I'm not very funny, and I have to listen to these episodes at least twice.
Yeah. Just as a matter of getting them out at all.
Yeah, between doing them and editing them, because I have a really bad habit of going through it one time and doing the edit and not listening to it again after it's fully edited, which I shouldn't do. But I get sick of hearing my own voice.
And you used to just outsource the second listen to me, the second listen of the edited version to me, and I'm super down for that.
I think I still do that. It's just been, the one 7 months ago.
It's been a long time.
The one before that was 1 year and 2 days before that.
All right, yeah.
In 1 year, 7 months, and some days, we've made 2 episodes.
When you put it like that, it makes sense. The fact that we've been getting, I wouldn't even say requests, but more concerned questions about when the next podcast would be, from a couple of different people. Because that is usually the sign of a podcast not come back. But of course, little do they know that is far from our plan for this podcast. I don't think this podcast will ever die, even if one of us dies.
I think I've thought about that sometimes. Like, I feel like if you were to die, I should address it.
It's always me that dies in your fantasies. Tell me about that.
I can't act after I fucking die. I couldn't tell you how I'm going to behave after I die.
That's a fair point, I guess.
So, I think that, like, if you were to die, I feel like I have a lot of footage of us. I have a lot of recordings of us. And true. I can make one of those, like, beautiful, like collages, if you will, compilations of our times together. Maybe there's a compilation. There's a couple of unreleased episodes that won't see the light of day unless one of us dies. And I feel like I would make one of those. So there will be at least one episode of the podcast after you die.
Knowing that there's going to be something that has me in it that's released after I'm dead makes me feel like so much more of an artist, and I want to thank you for that.
That's beautiful. I was talking to my beautiful wife, who I love. Shouts out to my wife, who I love. Shout out to your
beautiful wife.
The other day we were talking about our wills, and
I like to read their journal.
What?
The Journal of the Wills.
I don't know what that is.
The Journal of the Wills. Basically, the adventures of Luke Skywalker were taken from the Journal of the Wills.
Who wrote them?
And the first chapter of those are called the Star Wars. R2-D2 wrote them.
Oh my God, dude, is he still alive?
Evidently, he's like the one that makes it. I don't know what happens to 3PO.
Well, they turned him into street pizza in the last movie. Remember, they took his breath away.
They smelted him down, turned him into a trained brush guard.
And it's funny you mentioned that only I die in my fantasies, because we were talking about what goes to who when we die. And in case I forget,
which one of you is going to be a ghost? Was that what did you say?
Yeah, which ghost is going to go to the stuff that we own?
What ghost to who?
And shut the fuck up.
When I was a kid, that's what I thought it meant. That if something ghosts to you, that means that their ghost takes their form of that object in your life. It's a beautiful metaphor, is what I thought. It turns out it's goes to.
Can you hear the dog whining? I'm gonna go get her a bed to sleep in.
To me, it's I almost said smells. It hears sounds more like heavy breathing than barking.
That's probably me as well.
He's leaving, folks. This is the part where I reveal that we're actually going to change the name of the podcast. Right now, without him knowing, it's going to be changed to... Oh, shit, I should have written this down. God, jeez. Man, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to figure out what it's going to be before he gets back. The Cordial Podcast? That's something. I was going to call it the Motherfucker Podcast for a little bit, but that's not going anywhere. You can't put that on a shirt. Comment what shirt you want.
It is a grim inevitability of this podcast that... Were you jacking off while I was gone?
Yeah.
Okay. That when I sit down to podcast, my dog will have to whine, and I'll have to let her out, and then I'll have to let her back in.
You have to get her back. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought her back. Outside the house, Moira barks.
Outside the house you built.
It's raining on Mount Fuji.
So, in case I forget to write this down, because we told ourselves we would write this down that night, and we didn't. I think we got drunk instead.
What night are you referring to?
The night that me and my wife my beautiful wife were talking about our wills, our living wills, our last will and testament.
The journal of your wills.
And I would like to make it on this. I'm telling you this for the first time, in case anyone's touched by this. They should just know the emotional impact is there. But when I die, I'm leaving assorted earthly objects to friends of mine, magic cards,
as we often do,
game consoles, the like. I'm putting it here spoken now so you could show it to the lawyer. That when I die, you get my Gmail password. So you can have my idea book.
That's actually, it does touch me deep in my soul. And in comedy podcast mode, I really don't know what to say about it.
I just think that it's important.
That's beautiful.
That, as my best friend and my creative partner, that when I die, you inherit the rights to every word I ever wrote.
Oh my God.
What have you done for me
lately? I want you to know. I take that. Well, I built your house. I take that very seriously. Oh my God! I can hold this over you forever. Not forever, but for a little while in our lives. He got me. One time I got really pissed off. I cut an entire tree in half in your backyard.
You want to talk about this? Should we get into this?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. We can talk about anything.
Damn, Whitney Moore's gonna be on Critical Role. I gotta go get that fucking dog.
Whitney Moore was in a new issue of Penthouse, but we didn't get it in the store for some reason. It's a bummer.
They're anti-Whitney Moore. You know what?
I guess.
That's Big Max Landis getting his fingers in the pot.
Don't talk about Max Landis' fingers.
I'll be back. I heard that through my earbuds in a different room.
I heard it. I heard it through the earbud. That's why I did it again just now.
Fuck, I put them in the wrong ear.
I was delighted. I put my headphones around on the back of my head so much by accident.
How does that happen? Like reverse Cyclops?
A reverse Cyclops is a three-eyed man. No, I just I get the earbuds on the wrong, or I get the headphones on the wrong ear.
And
so then, by nature of the design of the object itself, they're on the back of my head instead of the front.
I think you're smoking crack right now.
Y'all cowards don't even smoke crack.
Yule cowards.
Is it Yule?
Yeah.
Wow.
You know they found out he had a woman in his basement for like 8 years?
Oh my God, Viper?
Yes!
Viper, no!
Viper's in prison for false imprisonment. They got him.
Holy shit.
One time, one of our very close friends in high school, I don't know if you knew this, called him on the phone. Called him on the cell phone he posted on his Instagram.
That? Was it Jack? Who was that?
Yeah.
Only he would be brave enough.
And Viper tried to sell them crack.
Over the phone?
Yeah.
So he was
across state lines.
Yeah. This is just also, the nigga was in high school, had to be. So this is just an amateurish move on every possible front. I don't know.
Well, at this time, he also would have had a woman in his basement, so he probably needed to pay the bills. You probably need to get Polly a cracker if you didn't know what I'm talking about.
You know, it's got to be ironic to get imprisoned for false imprisonment and just be taking notes the whole time like, man, if I had done it like this.
When I get out?
Yeah, when I get out and start imprisoning falsely again, I'm going to be way better at this.
They're not even going to catch me because at that point it's going to be true imprisonment.
That sucks. That's a terrible joke. That's not anything. An elf just came through and beat him with a small board of wood.
Perhaps a 2x3.
Oh yeah, they're not big enough for the x4 yet.
Yeah, they can't heft it.
Just it's too much weight, it's too much mass, it's too much circumference on them.
Circumference on a rectangle? What's the circumference of a rectangle?
Circumference was actually my nickname in high school.
Because of all the conferencing you did.
That's right.
You did so much conferencing they knighted you.
I had so many conferences that went sexual. They would call me Mr. Conference, and I got so good at it. I got so good at it they knighted me.
Yes, I remember that. It was like a butter knife they put on your shoulders.
I was a knight of the pound table, circumference.
The pound. So.
You can't just say the pound and then spray your spray.
The pound where they put the dogs and cats. Hey, I thought it was funny. I couldn't finish it.
You remember pound puppies?
You know when you're so full and it's funny you can't finish it?
Yeah. Yeah. You remember the pound puppies?
Like the ASPCA commercials with Sarah McLachlan?
No, I mean like the toy line.
No?
Yeah, there was a toy line called Pound Puppies, and so, like, implicitly, the implication is that, we're gonna, if you don't buy these dogs, we're gonna fucking kill them. They're gonna die.
No, that did not happen. That's not real.
It's real. I had a Pound Puppy as a child.
You went, dude, I'm fucked up.
I didn't want Toys R Us to put his ass down.
Pound Puppies, it's from a show. There's a Chihuahua, Skippy John Jones looking motherfucker.
Oh, wait, I watched that. That was on the Hub.
I didn't have the Hub. I was poor.
Yeah. I never understood why there would be some cartoons you had to be a dickhead to get. That just doesn't seem like, I don't know, advantageous.
I was getting Legend of Korra on Nicktoons on channel 193, Sudden Link.
Oh, wait, you had Nicktoons?
I had Nicktoons.
So how did you not have the Hub then?
The Hub show you were just talking about was from a different era. I think it's honestly from the exact. No, because Korra's from like 2012.
Yeah.
And I was not poor then, but I was poor in 2010 when Pound Puppies was on the air.
Your pornist timeline throws me off sometimes. That makes sense.
It's an up and down situation. Because it was like middle class and then homeless, and then middle class, and then like living in an apartment.
When was that one?
When I was like 12.
That's fascinating. What you're up to when you're 12, I don't think it determines much about who you are, but I do think it determines a lot about your life at that time.
Most of my stories are from when I was 12.
No, shit changes when you're 12. Like everything is mixed up in a major way. I think it's mostly just we start treating you weird and different. That's when
they
you
don't
start.
Talk about the shit tweens go through.
Yeah, no, they don't. And you know, you're turning into something that we've all decided it's okay to publicly revile. And so
we've spoken about this before, how we are mean to children.
We really especially hate teenagers. For whatever reason. Mostly because they're about as smart as we are, and I don't think we're really ready for that.
Well, I think Mike had something to do with that.
Mike?
Yeah, Mike Immical.
Mike Oxlong?
Man, I'm too insecure to do those jokes, and that pisses me off.
You know, I saw somebody really trying to pull those off recently, and in like a Lowe's, they were asking for penetration.
That sucks.
And they went through with it. On the loudspeaker, they said, "We're looking for penetration." How do you not know?
I'm not even specifically like. There's an old Luigi Mangione tweet where he's like, "Yeah, I got a PhD, pretty huge dick," and I love that joke.
That's a good one. That's
But I
pretty
feel like
good.
I'm not allowed to make that joke
Why is that?
because I don't have a pretty huge dick.
I feel like that's who those jokes are for.
No, because the only person I tell jokes to is like my wife.
You got a fact
And
checker in the room. You know.
I got a fact checker on site. I've got Jamie in the corner.
We need a Jamie. I think we could get somebody to be a Jamie.
Like they're also in the Discord call and they only like speak up to laugh and to Google shit for us.
Jamie, do you think Jamie even thinks his ass is funny? I don't think so.
Jamie, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what Jamie looks like. If you
I
had
don't know
two
if we've
people
ever
in front
seen
of me,
Jamie. Yeah.
if you had two people in front of me and one was Jamie and one was like an impoverished Ghanaian child.
Yeah, Ela Klein.
We can't even talk about him.
I said Ela.
We can't talk about him.
Talk about somebody not a veteran anymore.
Let's talk about someone who is not a veteran anymore.
Let's talk about Ela Klein. Fuck
Now
Ela
you can
Klein,
lose
man.
veteran status. I think. I
Yeah.
think it could be taken away from you. Like
no, if you were in the IDF, you're not a veteran. You're just a bitch. Like, I hate you.
God damn, dude. Let us hold on. Wait. Let's backtrack because this is a sticky situation. Now, IDF enlistment is a requirement among all Israeli adolescents.
That's true.
So I wanted to clarify that.
That's true. But look, if they draft my ass, I'll become a criminal before you get me. I'm not even fucking with you.
I think that's the worst argument in the world.
It's not a good argument.
You know what
But
happens
it's
when you
my
dodge the
argument.
draft in like early Vietnam days? You know what
They
they
can
would
do
have done?
whatever they want to you, is the thing. There's no like designated punishment for dodging the draft. You're just in the hands of the American government. After.
And also like your peers and your parents and shit, you know, maybe the people who you rely on to live. That's all I'm saying.
No, that's a great point. Is they'll hate you.
I don't think it's Ela Klein's fault she was in the IDF. I think it's her fault that they're all pieces of shit.
So your choices are comedy podcast, by the way. Your choices
I think I'm cutting this out. I don't feel comfortable.
How do we cut around this? I don't think there's anything we can. Now, what if we just cut to us talking about trying to find a way to cut around it? How are you in your 70s and you're bad at anything? I have no patience for it, unless we're talking about
They get
running
worse
fast.
with age.
When's your prime, you think? When's your prime going to be?
Gonna be?
Yeah.
37 or so.
That's a cool one to shoot for. I like that.
I need that. I need that to happen. I need to have not hit my prime yet.
Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared of having already hit my prime. I know I haven't because I've done fuck all. I've done nothing at all. But still, I'm worried.
You've done fantastic, and I'm proud of you. What?
Getting choked
You just
up.
call me gay? You just call me gay?
No.
Okay.
Little gay man,
Are you
little gay man, little gay man.
What was that?
I'm coughing.
Like a Dracula?
They call me Cofagrigus.
You couldn't put that shit in there.
You couldn't.
Did you know about that?
You couldn't. Yeah, I know. Can you believe that? Wait, do you say Cofagrigus or Cofagrigus?
Well, you can't say Cofagrigus.
That's how I say it.
I think that's your inner.
And that's how Brian David
biases.
Gilbert says it.
He does not have the pass, I don't think, either. He just paints his nails.
I love that guy.
I also love that guy. I hope he's well. I haven't heard from him in a while.
I want him to know that, first of all, we want you on the podcast, BDG. Thank you.
God damn, dude, if I don't want that guy who played Bizarro, Simon Petrikov, and Fiona and Cake on my podcast right now.
He sure as fuck did. I had no idea what you meant for a second. I thought you thought he was in the new Superman.
Yeah, he's Bizarro.
He's
The
Bizarro.
dog just jumped down. She got her nails clicking against the floor of the house you built.
Clicking and running it fast. I poured all the sand in your house. All the sand you have, I poured all that sand.
I ain't got no damn sand.
I was shoveling all that sand.
They got rid of it. It's gone.
I ain't got no use. Actually, I'm not gonna quote that. Actually, it's kind of an intense quotation.
Go ahead, front to back.
Frontal back.
Frontal back. That's when when you're getting. That's when you're getting back shots from the front.
What are you getting?
Frontal
what are you
back
getting
is
when you're
just
getting
missionary.
frontal back? I don't think that's. Is that missionary?
I
Why
think
is it?
so.
What's missionary?
One-
I don't even really know.
Because one of you's on your frontal, one of them's on your back.
Yeah, that seems right. That's like when you show ass in a movie. It's called full backle.
It's missionary is like 69 if it was 66 and the other 6 was backwards.
But no. One of the 6 is just laying down.
One of the 6 is laying down, the other 6 is laying on top of it, facing it as well.
69.
I need Isaac Batman on the podcast.
Isaac Batman? Who the fuck is that?
You know about Isaac Batman?
No, I don't know about Isaac Batman. Is that like Chicano Batman?
No, he's the one that's like, well, unfortunately, you're gonna have to stop with that butter mess and with the butter, and then if
butter
you want to go
mess
to the
guy.
movies. Yeah, I need him bad.
Oh,
I can't do that impression for too long because my wife will get mad at me.
I did a Christopher Walken impression for too long, and Rose started physically beating me.
Do we need to worry about that?
Trying to kill me, really. The same thing with the Joker. I started doing the Joker, and we got into like a physical altercation. Just my interpretation. It wasn't even like an impression of the Joker. I was just sort of being Joker-esque. Actually, you know what? We're going to cut this out of the podcast.
That's incredible.
We're not going to talk about me being like the Joker. But I just, as a bit, I was being the Joker. It was a fun bit. But Rose did not think it was fun at all.
I'm very sorry to hear that. I would think your bit's funny, is all I'm saying.
Thanks. Well, I think the great thing about the Joker is, what if he's just doing a bit?
Man, I just played Arkham Asylum and that shit sucked ass.
I've never played Arkham Asylum. It seems bad.
It is bad.
I like City a lot.
They got Arkham Knight on Game Pass.
Oh, fuck it up. My dad gave me money for Game Pass, but I don't have any money right now, so I ain't spending on nothing but groceries yet.
You don't have an Xbox either, I don't think.
Oh, well, what I meant was PlayStation Plus.
They got Cyberpunk. Let me goddamn talk for a second. They have Cyberpunk 2077.
Do you really have customizable cock and balls in that game?
Yes.
Wow. How customizable
it's funny,
are we talking?
It's like small and large.
That's
and pubic hair.
That feels like a false dichotomy.
It's funny, the small setting is like approximately the size of my dick, and it's really upsetting to me.
No!
It's real.
Is it soft?
Yeah, it flops funny too. It hangs
It flops? It has physics? You can...
Yeah, there's titty physics in Cyberpunk.
I didn't even know. I guess I've seen no footage of Cyberpunk, so I don't know why I'm surprised.
Oh my god, dude! I finished this game yesterday.
You finished Cyberpunk yesterday?
Yes.
Dude, I want to play it really bad.
You should play it. It left a hole in my soul that I'm really having a hard time reckoning with in a real way.
Fascinating. Very fascinating.
Like, I'm not playing any games right now. I need a break.
Tell me about that.
It's just a beautiful, well-crafted world. And
all right.
There's a saying they say that this was told to me by our friend Jack, who I love so much. He said, there are no happy endings in Night City.
Oh, damn. Yeah, shout out to Jack. We love you, Jack.
God
Could Jamie
damn.
be Jack? Could Jack be Jamie?
I think he would hate that.
I think he would. I think that would be a waste of his talents.
Hey, will you sit into my shitty podcast for an hour and a half, and the one time we need you to look something up, you look it up?
Yeah, and what you do is you make it seem like we're funnier than we are. Eva Klein. You
laugh in the background.
Yeah.
And I'm done sucking you off today. Because we have a new segment.
We've got a new segment, and we've got a new jingle for the segment. It's not been recorded yet, but we're going to get that to you soon. Dude, so
we're going to be interpreting one of the dreams. That's the new segment, by the way. We're going to be interpreting one of the dreams of my sister-in-law.
Yeah.
And I want to mention before we get to that she cannot do that noise you just made.
She can't do it?
She's like incapable of like doing that in quick succession, so every time she tries it's like, ow!
It's the nigga, but he's falling down the stairs. Oof.
Have you? Never mind.
Oh.
Do you want to Do you want to interpret your dream or hers first?
I think we should interpret the Ronica dream. I think that's a great idea. But yeah, send in your dreams. If you're listening to this, you know us. We know that you know us. Send us your dreams.
And you know how to contact us.
If you listen to the podcast, the SourceFed podcast, and you don't know who the fuck we are, send us your dreams anyway. We'd love to know about your dreams. And there's
you can leave them in the podcast in the comments.
I want to say there's no political figures that you can't have. I want you to know that you can do anything you want in your dreams, and that's true.
In a dream, and it's not against the law.
It's
not
test
illegal.
That out.
Go do whatever. It's not illegal to shoot the president of the United States in your dream.
In your dream.
And we can tell you what that means.
In your dream.
If you did do that.
In your dream.
I would like to not. If you can help it, if you got control over that kind of thing, please don't send in any lucid dreams, because then you are kind of...
We don't want to hear about your lucid fucking dreams, dude. You don't need that interpreted. You were there.
Yeah, you did it. You did everything on purpose.
Yeah, that was you, man. I don't want to hear about it.
You ever done that shit?
I've lucid dreamt once, and it went horribly wrong at one point, but the first half of it was really cool. I actually made you... The day after it happened, I made you read my recounting of it.
I remember this. I couldn't read your fucking handwriting.
No. That was this dream.
God damn it. Okay.
The recent dream. My first lucid dream, I wrote on my notes app. I wrote about it.
That's incredible. That's beautiful.
I was going to a birthday party that you were going to be at that day.
Whose birthday party?
It was Mac's birthday party.
That's beautiful.
And that's when I gave you guys my copy of Animal Crossing, because I realized I don't even fuck with Animal Crossing like that.
And we already had 2 copies of that game. And maybe. I don't know. At one point we had a roommate who also played Animal Crossing with us. No, I used that copy you gave us.
Okay.
And then we went and bought another one off Facebook Marketplace, and then all 3 of us as roommates played Animal Crossing together for like a month, and it was really cool.
That actually sounds so badass. I have
Shouts out to Zane.
Shouts out to Zane. What if he was Jamie?
Oh my god, he'd be really good at it.
We could call him... Never mind, I'm not going to say his government name.
But his dad's name is Jamie, so it would be kind of funny.
It would be amusing, I think, yeah. And every time my mom sees him, she says, "Oh my god, it's Jamie. That's Jamie right there."
I'm going to run that by him.
Yeah. Or we could get his coworker Blaine to do it.
Yeah, that's a cool Zane and Blaine dynamic duo. We could get them to do it together.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. I want to get Blaine's girlfriend on the podcast.
Oh my god, dude. Hold on. We're not going to get into that, of course.
I think it would be a really fun time.
Wait.
Wouldn't it be great? Think about it.
Please. Wait. Could I reach out?
Yeah. I'm not going to stop.
I'm texting Blaine right now. Can they know who Blaine is?
They can, sure, yeah, Blaine's my brother. I'm sure it's come up before. He might even be on an episode or something. Because, I mean, there were times where we lived in the same place when we were recording this. There's been a lot of surprising appearances on the podcast that I've forgotten about, like old
I know.
Shit.
We won't get into them.
No, we can't. We can't get into them.
But you could go back and listen to them. They're still there.
Yeah, they're around. Dig them up, and then leave your comments and guess who they are to us.
I'll bleep this out, but I just want to make sure I'm going to run the text by you.
All right, cool.
I'm going to text him. Me on the podcast. Is that?
I think that's perfect.
Fantastic.
And if he asked why, he does understand the inherent funniness of so much of the things that she does. So I think that he would get it.
All right, I texted him. I'll keep you updated on how that goes.
I hear meowing.
God damn it! I'll cut it out.
They're meowing.
I am going to read you a dream. I think this is going to be a pretty quick interpretation.
And welcome to our new segment, Read Me a Dream.
This is our first insider submission from my sister-in-law, Veronica. Shouts out, Veronica.
Insider submission. That's actually an illegal wrestling move. You cannot do that.
The outsider submission only. If you do the insider, it will cause brain damage.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Meowing!
Dude, they have never been as fucking annoying as they have for this particular
I've
podcast.
never heard them do this, but this is actually quite amusing.
So Veronica, back in April, had a dream in which she created a new slur.
Oh my god. All right.
The slur itself is Kuso. She came up with it all on her own. And a Kuso in this dream is a stupid, ugly Lebanese man.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we do get it's a racial slur.
She doesn't specify whether or not the Kuso was actually Lebanese or if she was just calling him that.
What?
She doesn't specify what the man. She said.
The man who was being referred to as a Kuso was a short and ugly Lebanese man.
I don't know. I don't know what he looked like. I don't know anything about him.
Oh.
And also, you put it's stupid, ugly Lebanese man.
Oh, it's not. He's not short.
No, he's not short. He could be.
He's just stupid and ugly.
So I don't know if he is actually any of those things, but she did create this and call him that.
In my opinion, it's much worse to be tall and ugly than it is to be short and ugly.
Dude, I know, because I think tall only looks good on attractive people.
Yeah, no. If you're anything but hot and tall, you look like a fucking moron.
If you're tall and, ugly, I think you look scary most of the time.
Like Nosferatu.
It's exactly like that. My gut instinct upon hearing this dream was that she's simply racist towards Lebanese people.
That I hate to say, but that is where I'm going in my mind as well.
Now, I'm not sure she could point out Lebanon on a map.
I don't know. Veronica's abilities are always surprising to me. The limitations.
Danny is shitting.
And should we avoid the shitting or leave it in?
You see him sticking out of the litter box?
Oh, just a tiny bit. I see his ears.
It's all you can really see with the black one.
That's true. That's true. What are two things you can never give a black guy?
Tell me.
A fat lip and a black eye.
You think you could call your dad and tell him that one?
I could tell. I don't think he'd be particularly amused, but I could. It would probably lead to a boring and long conversation.
For the first time.
Wait. What's our take on the dream? Is it just that Veronica is racist? That can't be the ending of our first dream interpretation episode. We should have done mine. Mine has mandrels in police uniforms.
I'm not saying Veronica's racist.
Me neither. I do want to say.
I'm saying that it may be racist to come up with a slur for someone based on their race. But it doesn't.
That's a very generous man.
You know what? I've changed my mind.
Okay.
I don't think, because this is a dream. She can be anything, and she may be anything.
All right.
Because there are 3 other stipulations to this slur. Stupid, ugly man.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
So maybe this is just a cultural slang.
It could be. But she said, and she's the creator, and she said it was a slur.
No, she didn't. She said it was an insult.
Oh. Okay, well, you said slur. I don't think you were a very dutiful interpreter here.
I read it verbatim. I did insert the word slur based on my own interpretation of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You don't have to be... No, it's fine. You didn't do anything wrong, per se. We're figuring out this dream interpretation thing. I was told... So here's why I wanted to do the dream interpretation thing. When I was 11 years old, my mother wanted to go to Target. And I didn't want to go to Target, you see. I had a terrible feeling. I wanted to watch the Jesus movie we were watching, but instead we went to Target, and her purse was stolen while we were at Target. So then, because of this, she took me to a mysterious woman, and the woman told me I had the gift of a divination and prophecy. And so I want people to know that, yeah, no pressure, send in your dreams to be interpreted, but whatever I say about your dreams is probably 100% spiritually accurate. And
So with that in mind,
yeah, with that in mind,
I want to give my official interpretation now that I've had time to sit on it, and I want you to give the authoritative, actual, real interpretation of it that does objectively apply.
It's real and exactly. It's objective
I
truth.
think that the creation of the term, the insult Kuso,
Kuso,
does not stem from any kind of hate or prejudice against Lebanese people. I think that it stems from a desire to be a part of a culture that is inherently robbed from you by being a white person in Arkansas. Because the only culture you have around here is awful. And so maybe this to her is, if she creates a slur, an insult against a almost kind of nebulous peoples that she couldn't even really identify.
Yeah, then she could be part of that in-group.
Then she's creating a near harmless, but still culturally specific environment that she's able to be a part of.
I think that makes a lot of sense, and for me, what I think it means really, because I do think that's true, and I think about that as a non-white person living in Arkansas. I think a lot about the face of white culture and what it must be like to be white, and this whole narrative that white people don't have any culture is, I think, unfortunate and untrue, and I think way too many white people repeat this, you know. Like my white stepdad Jim, he's got this chicken recipe he makes. It's delectable, it's delightful, but he thinks of it as a nothing chicken recipe that's unremarkable, and he calls it white boy chicken simply because it's unremarkable. That's horrible. Would you do that for to the chicken or to the white boy?
I think that this stems from a rejection of the culture that we do have.
Yeah, because it calls to be rejected.
It's better to reject it and ignore it than it is to claim it, I think, in many, many instances.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that leaves an unfortunate it creates a sort of a vacuum where the only people who are advocating for white people to lean into their culture are people who want them to be evil racists.
And I think that is hard. I think that is something that when you're young, you kind of have to think about and you have to reckon with.
Yeah, because you don't understand the power that comes with your position, and all you know is that all these people have a cool club they're in, and I don't have shit. And it's very easy for the wrong person.
You're glazing Elon Musk on Twitter.
Exactly, yeah. The wrong nigga gets in your ear, and now you think that your future civilization depends on grok or whatever the fuck, and it's a real shame. So I kind of like your interpretation about this idea, because I think so many young white people want to say slurs so bad. You could quote me on that. So many people very excited about Clanker right now. Very excited about Clanker right now.
And they're leaning into Clanker. They're Clanker hard R. I keep telling people that Clanker is their word, that we're only allowed to say Clanka, and no one's listening to me.
Well, and also, Clanker, that's from Star Wars.
You think George had? You think George has any?
You think he's bringing something?
Yeah, you think he's saying anything?
So I think.
What do you think his black wife thinks about this?
I wonder about George Lucas's black wife all the time, or his close personal friend Queen Latifah.
Let's get them both on the podcast.
Fucking please, George Lucas's black wife. We don't know your name. Please. Please come on the podcast. One, I agree with your interpretation of the dream, but I also think the greater meaning of the Ronica's dream is that it is a dog-eat-dog world out there. That's what happens when I say it first. That's why I can't say it first.